Welcome back to Home Jimprovement. Today we're adding on to our little kind of, desk organization, I guess we can call it. I'm going to make a vertical laptop stand. So basically what that means is obviously you take your laptop and when it's up and out of the way, it'll just stand up like this. So when you have it on your desk, it doesn't take up as much space. You can still keep it plugged in and charged, blah, blah, blah. But it cleans up the desktop space a lot. I was looking online. You can get them for like, I don't know, 20 bucks for like a little plastic, I don't want to call it a piece of S because I'm sure they're very nice. But I was looking around my shop and I have some zebra wood left over. So I'm just going to take this scrap piece of zebra wood. I think this is 5/4. It is 5/4 zebra wood stock, and I'm just going to rip this thing down, maybe throw a little chamfered edge on it with my router, and just create this into its own little stand. So it's going to be pretty simple, kind of down and dirty. I don't think I'm even going to do any kind of finish on this. I'll probably just sand it up really nice, and then just leave it raw, because the zebra wood looks pretty dope as just a raw wood. Let's cut this thing down to size. We'll basically rip it down on a table saw. I'm going to cut a little dado out of the center of it for the laptop to sit in. Probably put 2 more blocks on top just to raise that up a little bit to give it a little bit more strength and rigidity. This shouldn't take us too long, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And then that should be it. So let's get to it.
Oh, here we go again, yeah. Oh, here we go again. Let's do it one more time, yeah. Oh, here we go again. Oh, 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 One bad stab and she's in my kitchen with too much heat. She got my flapjack slipping. No matter what I do, she wanna scramble eggs. 3 a.m. and my pot's still stirring for all I
So,
know. She won't simmer till
now that I'm looking at this, I kind of like how just basic and simple this thing is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of a chamfer to this back edge. So when the laptop sits on it, it can sit at a little bit of a slant. Because I was originally just going to have it sit straight up and down. But this wouldn't really be deep enough. That's only like, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch to sit that laptop in. So I would need to, basically my original plan was to cut these, kind of put a fancy trim on those and sit those up so it would be tall enough. But this looks way cooler just the way it is. It definitely needs to be sanded up. This zebra wood is so hard. It's such a dense wood. My table saw was struggling. I think it's time for a new blade. But yeah, I'm going to take my trim router, put a little bit of a chamfered edge on that thing. So when I sit the laptop in it, it'll sit down and kind of at a nice little angle. Then I'm basically just going to sand this bad boy up. I'm going to hit it with some 80 grit to get everything kind of flattened out. I kind of like the hard edges on it, so I might keep it that way too. Yeah, I kind of dig that, how simple this thing is. So, simple dado in there. I'll chamfer that back edge a little bit, and stand this thing up, see how it does.
Oh, here we go again, yeah. Oh, here we go again. Let's do it one more time, yeah. Oh, here we go again. How long you gonna take my butter? You steal my brain and blow it on another. You wanna escape me now and roll back again. All I know is that the grease gets better when the skillet's hot, the dish sticks together. You say the cooking's done, but it never ends. Oh, here we go again, yeah. Oh, here we go again. Let's do it one more time, yeah. Oh, here we go again.
that was a pretty easy little project. Basically, if you have a table saw, a chop saw, a circular saw, and a router, that's all you need. Basically, just cut it to size, sand this baby down. Thing's got a little 1/4-inch chamfer on the inside to give it that lean. And that's basically it. And this zebra wood, again, looks beautiful all sanded up. Just hit it with some 80 and then some 220. And this thing's all done. It's gonna sit on my desktop now. And there's a lot of uses for this thing too, so it doesn't just need to be for a laptop stand. I made mine 6 inches by about 4 inches deep. So that seemed to be pretty good. Any thinner than that, I think it would kind of tip the laptop. So I wouldn't go any thinner than that depth-wise. But I mean, this thing will work for anything really. You could do it for a phone stand, you could do it for laptop, knife, display, whatever you plan on displaying. So yeah, so that's it on this project. This is gonna tidy up the desk a little bit, look really nice, and then clean up that surface a little bit more so that laptop isn't taking up all that room laying flat. So that's it for now, guys. Catch us on the next one. Bye-bye.